Previously on
Steve Fit. Do I really want to try sarms?
More recently and better on
Steve Fit.
So just training constantly, eating just chicken breast, broccoli, and that is it.
Yeah.
Even more recently and not quite as good on
Steve Fit. Becoming superheroes and using their ultra superpowers, they've dedicated their life to chicken, broccoli, and rice.
And now, the current better than the pilot but not as good as Star Wars episode of
Steve Fit.
What's up guys, Derek, moreplacemoreeats.com.
Before we get into the video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave any comments that you have, and turn on that notification bell because for whatever reason I've had a bunch of people tell me that they're not getting notifications and that kind of sucks. But I do upload pretty much every Friday, and if I don't upload Friday then it's usually a Sunday. So yeah, okay, let's get into the video. So by no means am I any type of expert or anything on SARMs. I honestly probably didn't even do enough research myself on the SARMs, so I'm probably not the best person to be asking advice from, but you can leave a comment asking a question, and there has been a lot of helpful people in the comments that I've noticed. So if you want to do that, I don't know if I'll have an answer for you on your question, but I'm just documenting my experience with Rad 140 and SARMs in general, I guess. But yeah, I'm not an expert at all. If you want an expert opinion or advice, I would definitely look to More Plates, More Dates or Greg Doucette. So I did 10 weeks of Rad 140, and then for 2 weeks after I did MK677 for a like kind of PCT type of thing. I did 12.5 milligrams for those 2 weeks. Now I did feel like I was a little bit more hungry feeling when I was taking the MK, but nothing crazy. It could have just been, I mean, every once in a while you're a little more hungry than normal, so maybe it was just that, but it was nothing really out of the ordinary, honestly. I'm just really grasping for something to have a feel of something because I still haven't felt anything this entire time. And as far as sleep quality or whatever MK kind of, I know people have talked a lot about it, it helps you sleep and all that, but I guess I was just bad timing with it because my daughter has been waking up quite a bit in the middle of the night and yeah, having to deal with that. So that kind of interferes with the sleep right there. So I can't really tell if it helped with sleep or not. And I did only take it for 2 weeks just because I really didn't want to go past 12 weeks of being on anything. So after those 2 weeks, I just stopped. I mean, I still, even now it's 2 weeks later and I just don't feel any different. I don't feel like I was ever suppressed, felt bad, or anything like that. I don't know what to say. I have not felt anything this entire time. As far as the side effects, again, the same as in the earlier videos. There was 1 week where I felt like I was losing a lot more hair than normal, and I mean, I'm pretty sure I was, but yeah, after that, it seemed like it was fine. I really didn't experience any other side effects. No gyno, no acne, whatever, all of the side effects, nothing. The only scare I had was the hair thinning, and even then, I mean, it really could just have been me being paranoid about knowing that it's a possibility and then seeing the hair actually coming out, and then yeah. But I mean, now I feel like my hair is fine. Feels like it's nice and thick and just normal. But yeah, that was the only side effect scare that I had. The biggest pros of taking SARMs for me were just the constant pump feeling that I had. Like I felt like I was always walking around like I just got done working out, and I was vascular, and I feel like I kind of had like a drier look when I was on the Rad. I feel like it helped my muscle memory come back. Like I really have good muscle memory in my opinion. Like it comes back, like I can kind of lose a lot and then bounce back in like a month or so. But with the SARMs, I feel like I bounced back in like literally two weeks, it makes it a lot easier. I will say that I didn't have to try as hard or eat as well, but yeah, I guess that's the pros. Now for the cons, I would say there's a lot of added like unnecessary stress that, I mean, you're just constantly looking for if you got any side effects, or if you're feeling a certain way, or I mean, this was my first time doing something like this. I've never done anything like this before. So I was constantly like just being stressed out about nothing, because nothing really happened besides the hair. It made me paranoid, I would say, about looking for the side effects, just constantly checking. Like any moment I had, I was just looking at my hair. Like I just could not stop. And I mean, I thought I would get that superhuman feeling, like feel like Superman and all that. And I just didn't experience that. But again, that could have been the low dose that I was taking, or at least low to compared to what other people say. And yeah, the training and diet wasn't 100%, but I still was just hoping that I would get that superhuman feeling, but I did not. Now, the biggest change with my body, I would say, is I have already started losing weight, so that sucks, but I believe I was at 178 pounds, and now I am down to 172. I mean, I don't think, if I gained anything, it was maybe like a pound of muscle. I mean, or as far as like new muscle, again, because I had a lot of muscle memory. When I started this in February, I was not at my peak naturally. I was coming off of my winter months of kind of just being lazy and not doing a whole lot. So I wasn't at my peak naturally in February when I started. So, but I would say I maybe gained a muscle.
Ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I would say I maybe gained a pound of muscle, if that, during this 10 weeks. I really feel like it was just, I felt like a balloon that I just got inflated up. Now that I stopped, I just kind of slowly deflating back to what I was naturally. So I don't feel like I look any different. Like, I don't think you can really, if I told you I was 178 pounds right now, you'd probably believe me and think I don't look any different. But yeah, I am sick. I lost 6 pounds. So I think it's just a lot of, my muscles are just holding a lot more water than normal. But that is the biggest thing that I've noticed since I've been off the SARMs. Also, now that I have been off of the SARMs for 2 weeks really, but 1 month off of the RAD, but I am thinking I will try another SARM cycle. As long as I do everything absolutely perfect, I'm gonna track way better this time. Like, I want to actually be tracking my macros. I want to maybe try to bulk a little bit. I also want to actually train for strength and keep track of all my lifts and see if I am progressing that way. Maybe in July is what I'm kind of thinking right now, that I might do another 10-week cycle of RAD and potentially stack the MK677, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I just want to, once I get to July or towards the end of June, I'll probably have a for sure goal or have an idea of what I'm gonna do. But I wanna do it better than I did it this time, so that's where we're at. But this is what my body looks like after a month of being off of SARMs, or 2 weeks technically, if you don't wanna count the MK, or if you do wanna count the MK. But yeah, we're still looking pretty good. I haven't been terrible with my diet, but I haven't been great. The weekends I've been cheating a lot, eating just fast food quite a lot, just because it's so easy when you're taking care of a kid and you don't really always have time to cook. It's just a lot easier sometimes just go to the fast food or go get some fast food. So, but I mean, I feel like I'm at a spot that I feel good. I don't feel like I'm super ripped, but I also don't feel like I'm fluffy or anything. I feel like I'm in a good place overall. I probably, if I had to guess, I would say maybe like 10 to 12% body fat. Not that I really care, but that's what my guess would be. So Greg can use his laser eye vision to see if I really am 12% or 10% or whatever. I don't know. I will say, if you are new or relatively new, just please don't do them. Like, that is just, it's such a waste to, if you've just started training, to just jump immediately into some kind of PED or whatever. if you just get your training and your diet down and you understand how your body works and how to train properly, that you're gonna make way more gains naturally doing everything right than you are if you have no knowledge or real understanding of how your body works and just doing SARMs to do them. I mean, yeah, you're gonna make some kind of progress, I'm sure, but it's just, you really need to learn. Like, even I know I still haven't reached my genetic limit or whatever, but I mean, I have been training for 7.5 years now. So, and the first 2 years, I really didn't know what I was doing at all. I mean, I was just doing the basic bro split, going in and just egos and all that stuff. First 2 years, you get that out of your system, but then after that, I start trying to understand how everything really works, and that's when I started to make more progress. And again, I wasn't taking anything back then, so that is going to be my takeaway. If you are new and even thinking about it, just stop. I know everyone wants everything quick, but just please don't do it. It's not a good choice. But again, it's not up to me at the end of the day. It's up to you. So do with that what you will.
Next time on
Steve Fit.
His muscles erupt with his newly bridled power.